So, Asterigos Curse of the Stars. I just played the demo and here's my quick review. Overall, the art style is very good in my opinion. It leans on being a bit more of a cartoon than than something realistic, which I actually like more. And the color scheme of the environment and everything that you can see on screen is very vibrant. It's really popping, and I like it overall, especially the design of the huge alligator, I believe, or maybe crocodile. I believe it's an alligator. That fat giant alligator is just amazing. I love the design, and the combat feels very good as well. There's obviously patterns, of course, for the enemies in the game. The minions can be challenging, and they can kill you if you mess up your attacks. So there's a challenge there. I played it on the adventure difficulty, which is normal because there's a story, which I believe is the easy mode, then normal, then hard. So I played on adventure, and it was fairly challenging, especially the bosses. So the alligator is very good. It has long range attacks. It jumps at you, and because it's gigantic, it has a wider range. So you really have to keep your distance or use the proper skills to defeat it, as well as especially the second boss. I'm not sure if the second boss will be in the actual game because they said that it's a demo boss. So I'm not sure. Hopefully they include the second boss there because the second boss will force the players to learn the mechanics of the game. So there are specific skills. There are a lot of skills in the game, and in the demo version you get 6. And one of the most useful skills there, I believe, is the one that gives you sort of an armor or a shield around you, which also during its incantation or at the start of using it, you will also damage any enemy near you because you would sort of like I don't quite remember, either throw or wave your shield. So there's an attack there. So yeah, it makes you invulnerable to most attacks. So far, I haven't seen any attack that damage me while that skill is on. And yeah, in terms of the combat mechanics, so yeah, you get 6 skills in the demo. You get more, of course, when you buy the full game. There are a lot of skills. I forgot how many, but there are more than 15. So yeah, those are special skills that's sort of tied to a weapon, but sort of not. So yeah, you get to carry or at least use 2 weapons at a time. You get to equip 2 weapons at a time, and then each of those weapons have their own combos, of course, their own charge attack, and sort of a special skill, depending on what you choose. So for the basic sword and shield, you get just a defend actually for that special skill, and they also have their own charge moves. It's moves, not necessarily an attack, because it could be a defensive move or an evasive move, like with the sword and shield. And then for the blades, for like the daggers, it has like immediate dash that just zooms you to whatever direction you're facing. So yeah, the combat is really good. It feels good. However, there is a stamina system as well, which kind of reminds me of the Surge, even though I just quit the Surge. For now, I'll return to it at some point. Just defeated the boss and just uninstalled it for now. I want to play other games, and all the other games that I've bought. And yeah, even though the skills are sort of tied or represented using, or at least the skills themselves uses a particular weapon, you can equip that skill even though you don't have that particular weapon equipped. So say that you equip the sword and shield as well as the daggers, you can still equip the skill for the staff. So that's pretty cool. So it adds to the variety of the things you can do. You're not really limited to your weapons as long as you vary up the skills that you can equip. You can equip up to 4 at a time. Then yeah, what was I saying? The stamina system. The stamina system is very forgiving. It's not like the surge, where one jump is like already a third of your stamina. So here, you do have a dodge roll that consumes stamina, and the what do you call this? The defense also consumes stamina, but only when something hits you. So yeah, if you're really afraid that you're just waiting for a specific attack from that enemy, you can raise your shield already without consuming your stamina. Then the dodge roll, like I said, consumes stamina as well as the sprint. There is no dedicated jump button, which I'm sort of disappointed with. Because, well, this is a AA game. Given the price that they are releasing it on, I was hoping for a dedicated jump button. I really don't like it when third-person action-adventure games don't have a dedicated jump button, like with the Surge. It's sort of a pet peeve. Anyway, going back, yeah. It's just that the jump button really adds sort of a verticality to it, and the only reason that I don't mind it in the Batman Arkham games is because, well, your verticality is tied to the grapple hook. And then, the way Batman uses the air is that he just, even in the animated version, he just really glides down and pummels you to the ground. Basically, he's really more of a tanky type of fighter, but sort of more ninja. But he does have jump kick as well. So yeah, there are a lot of move variations as well for each weapon in Asterigos. You can try. You need to experiment a little with the way that you use your weapons. So I highly recommend mixing and matching weapons, not just using the ones that you really like. Sometimes I feel that there are specific weapons that work much better for certain bosses or enemies than other weapons. Like for the alligator, he's sort of fast. When he's really close to you, it's hard to outrun him unless you keep dodge rolling. And so what I did was my advice is to use the staff because it's long range, and it's sort of long range, but it's not really. It's sort of mid range. There's no like arrow weapon as far as from what I've seen in the demo. So yeah, what else? I had a really hard time defeating the second boss because I wanted to sort of approach it in different ways. I tried different ways every time I died, and then I figured out, the more you die, the more you sort of figure out that enemy's specific moves, or how the enemy telegraphs the moves, or what works best, depending on the scenario, depending on how the enemy is currently attacking you. And I really enjoyed the game and enjoyed the video.
the north wind. Such a grand city wall. This must be Aphis. They must have found a way to get in somewhere around here. Judging by its direction, I should be able to get into the city from here. Wow. What a terrifying magical aura. Even the forest is filled with strange monsters I've never seen before. And if that's the case, the city must also be... No, don't think about that. I need to focus on completing my mission. I wonder how my father and the troops are. Their last report just mentioned someone living in Aphis. There hasn't been any word from him since. I really am worried about them. Hopefully the North Wind can guide me to my father soon. Please, I'll do anything. Whoa! We better not fall in. I never did pass the Legion's swimming test. I hate this field. Like the water's bottomless. Up ahead! That energy's different from what I've seen before. Is it some sort of magic? What the?
Let us out of here! Why can't we leave?
The Archon has ordered that anyone who wants to leave Apis must undergo strict investigation.
I didn't spread the magic curse! I have a pass and proof of assets. You have to let me leave.
I do not. You need to reapply for the pass. So go to the plaza and go.
Help! Monster! Someone just turned into a monster!
What?
He had a starlight in his hand, and then he suddenly...
May the three bless us. We're all doomed.
Is this some kind of image magic? Is it something that happened in Apis? Could it be related to the curse? There are so many incredible phenomena here.